Now, what's the name of that feeling you get? You know, when you're like, you kind of see stars and your left arm starts to go a little bit numb and you like kind of short of breath?
Yeah, are you okay?
No, that's not the one. No, it's the tech news. Hey! AMD released the RX 5600 XT yesterday, calling it the ultimate graphics card for 1080p gaming, and it seems like that might just be true. At $279 US, the card slots in right between the GTX 1660 Ti and the RTX 2060, performing slightly better on average than Nvidia's competitors, especially after board partners released BIOS updates that bumped performance up a bit. Nvidia seemed to know that the 5600 XT was gonna be good though, and they slashed the price of the RTX 2060 by $50 down to $299 just a few days before AMD's launch, which is what AMD did to Nvidia when Team Green released the first super cards. What's that smell? It smells like justice. The price drop makes the RX 5600 XT a bit harder to recommend if you also care about getting some of the special Team Green features like NVENC encoding, but overall, it is not a bad pick. So go watch our full review over on LTT. It's got Anthony in it, he loves you. Facial recognition is cool and all, but the EU and Google think that we might be getting a little bit ahead of ourselves with it. The new leadership of the EU are drafting a document that would propose banning the use of facial recognition in public spaces for up to 5 years until proper regulations can be put in place to minimize the risks of using the technology. Google actually agrees, with CEO Sundar Pichai saying at a conference in Brussels that there should perhaps be a waiting period while governments figure out how to avoid letting facial recognition undermine civil liberties and potentially discriminate against people because of algorithmic bias. But Microsoft, they're having none of that, probably because they're the ones working on the technology. Chief Legal Officer Brad Smith compared a ban to using a meat cleaver instead of a scalpel to solve the problem, saying that the only way to make the tech better is to actually continue developing it. And while that makes some sense, this guy was also just talking about meat cleavers a second ago. I don't know if he can be trusted.
Scary.
And a report claims to have evidence that the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, hacked the phone of Amazon and Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos. Bezos commissioned FTI Consulting to make a report after he became suspicious of a video bin Salman sent to him over WhatsApp in 2018. FTI found that shortly after Bezos received the video, his phone started uploading unprecedented volumes of data to an unknown source, indicating that the video file was infected with some sort of malware. Some analysts believe Bezos was hacked because of the Washington Post's coverage of Saudi Arabia, which was sometimes less than favorable. Go figure. The scandal has gained enough steam to prompt a call for investigation from human rights experts at the UN, so hopefully we'll get more information about what exactly happened soon. Just goes to show you guys, be careful about opening attachments, even when they come from heads of state. Actually, I guess especially when they come from heads of state of Saudi Arabia.
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Vessi Footwear, which I am wearing right now because they're awesome. Can you see that? First off, they're 100% waterproof. Rain, snow, mud, slush, sewage. I don't know where you're walking, but it'll do it. Vessi shoes are made with Dymatex, a lightweight, breathable knit that keeps your feet cool on hot days and warm on cold days. What? It's also one of the lightest sneakers in the world at just 175 grams, has a grippy herringbone tread pattern, and even has antimicrobial insoles to keep your feet not funky, just fresh. They've got men's and women's shoes in a variety of styles and colors, and you can get 15% off with offer code Techlinked. So check it out now at vessifootwear.com/Techlinked or at the link below. They also make you faster. No, they don't.
Ooh. Hey, sorry, what's that?
Don't, Linus!
Ah, no, it's just quibbledy bibbles. I guess the federal government of Germany doesn't watch Techlinked and didn't get our recommendation to upgrade to Windows 10 because they now have to pay Microsoft 800,000 euros in fees for Windows 7 extended security updates just this year. To be fair, I'm sure it is hard to upgrade over 33,000 workstations, but also, hey, we could probably do it. Germany, call us up. Epic collab, right? Most ambitious crossover?
Whoa.
Marvel Avengers? Yeah, that's right. Thanks to some sneaky internet dwellers, we've gotten one of the most thrilling leaks you could ever lay eyes on. Pictures of the back of the Xbox Series X. The most thrilling leaks?
Wow!
That's right, look at those ports. There's USB, Ethernet, HDMI, and a big old mystery port, probably for diagnostics or firmware updates. Wow, all those years I thought the Xbox Series X was gonna be just another console. I guess even I, the one and only Linus, can truly be wrong.
Wow.
Microsoft is being a little bit sneaky themselves. Reddit users have spotted a change in the Office 365 Pro Plus installer, which businesses use to install Office, go figure, that would inject a Chrome extension that changes the default search engine to Bing. Gross. Code has also been found in the latest Windows Insider build that would make ads for Office pop up inside Wordpad. You wrote that that's not too bad? That's terrible.
No, that's what you wrote that.
I did not write that.
Well, you're just supposed
You
to
wrote
read
the
the
script.
script line.
No, I am.
Gravy.
Do I look like Ron Burgundy to you?
A little bit. Oh, there he is.
GM's self-driving startup Cruise has shown off the Origin, an electric shuttle van SUV thing with sliding doors and completely symmetrical ends. It is purpose-built to be autonomous and intended for use by ride-sharing companies. Launch? Price? Who knows? But it looks futuristic and not as dumb as a Cybertruck, so wow, exciting.
That's a good point.
And Apple may be gearing up to launch the successor to the iPhone SE in March to serve the small, but still there contingent of iPhone users who like using phones that are slightly smaller than the average purse. And that's it for tech news today. But wait, don't go anywhere. You have to click subscribe first. Not on this channel, I don't care about that. Go subscribe to Linus Tech Tips. It's almost at 10 million. Come on, guys, it's exciting.
True. Yeah, okay. I'll allow it.
Thanks, Riley.